She's got a reputation for being a dragon. She's also known for being rather crafty.
Yeah, and you put all that together, you get the star of Dragon's Den and crafting queen, Sara Davies. We're joining her now in a beautiful kitchen. It's lovely. I feel like I'm on Through the Keyhole, Sara, looking at everybody's houses.
Yes, come on into my home, guys. I tell you what, it has been a bit of a craft haven for the last 3 weeks since we've been on lockdown. Me and the kids, we've been doing all sorts. We're baking every day. I've been teaching my 6-year-old embroidery. My 6-year-old has been embroidering this. Oh, we've been doing colouring. We just colour in every single day. But I've been trying to get them to do, like, grown-up colouring in as well. So trust me, every day we've been doing something of crafty sorts just to get them off the devices and something
and
to do together.
I think people, Sara, I mean, obviously you love crafting, you're the crafting queen, but a lot of people who maybe haven't done it before, tried it before, are thinking, you know, maybe this is time to turn to a bit of crafting, but obviously you can't get lots of things, are you?
I'm thinking those exact thoughts.
Right, OK. Yeah. So, you know, you're saying you can take things you've already got.
I'll have to send you guys a care package. You will be amazed at how much stuff you've just got around the home that you can use. And also, how many of you have got a sewing machine at home that you can just dust off? Or I bet you've all got some pots of glue and some old stuff. What we're going to talk about today is actually upcycling. What can you do with what you've got around the house? Now, yes, I'm one of those crafty people, but I'm not one of those people who can dip in and out of everything. I'm not really a master of anything. I'm a little bit of a jack of all trades when it comes to craft. And I've always sewn. My mum taught me to sew when I was little. We had a little sewing machine at home. And so I could remember the basics, but it was a few years ago when I started to get it out and dust it down a little bit. Anyway, I don't know if you've seen probably the last couple of weeks, I've seen all this talk on Facebook, like you were saying, Ruth, of all the scrubs that have been made for the NHS workers. Well, the whole sewn community in the UK have come together to be making little bags so that we can give these. There's a lot of hospitals around the country accepting the bags that you can actually put your scrubs in to wash them. And I thought, I'm going to have a go at them. So I got the sewing machine out at the weekend. We started with these. I had an old bed sheet. So when I say you can be upcycling and using everything around the house, cut an old bed sheet to bits. Then that got me going. So let's just show you. On Saturday, this was a T-shirt that didn't fit our Oliver anymore. By Sunday morning, it was a new train carrier. OK, so we've literally got the trains. Then the little one wanted to go and he wanted to make it himself and I can't let him on the sewing machine. So we got some fabric glue out and the little one, actually, we turned one of his old T-shirts into a little drawstring bag. So the techniques are easy. I'm thinking, if I can show you this today, whether you're making little bags for at home, whether you're wanting to make scrubs bags, or this could double up as a laundry bag for your gym kit once we get back to normality and this can go in the gym. You'll be amazed at how easy
that bag, the one you're talking about with scrubs, you know, and obviously a lot of people, and it's not just NHS workers, people working in supermarkets, you know, public transport. You're saying, come in, put your uniform, whatever it is, straight into that bag, and that bag goes straight into the washing machine.
Into the wash, and then it's just really easy to do. And what I would say is use like a nice 100% cotton fabric. Hence, old bed sheets are absolutely perfect. And what I'm going to do, I've got an overlocker here, so it's just a little bit quicker for me to show you. But if you are going to stitch these at home, just make sure you go over the seams with a zigzag stitch if you're doing it with your sewing machine. Let me show you how you do it, because you'll love how easy it is, Ruth. You can be making some of these this weekend, right?
I've got my sewing machine somewhere. I should dust it off, you're right.
Exactly how many people are in the same boat as you? I've got the sewing machine, let's get it dusted off. Right, here's what you're going to do. You're going to cut yourself a couple of, well, they're like strips. This is the great size for that bag, right? For if you want to do the bag to fit some clothes in. Then, because I'm not a fan of pinning. We don't like any faff in this house, right? Especially with the kids around. All I did was I've cut another little strip and I've ironed it in half, and then I've ironed the edges in as well. So you've got like a little strip. This is going to be for the drawstring. And then what you're going to do, there's a trick in the sewing world. You always put the right sides of the fabric together. So I've got the top of my sheet, which is going to be the outside. I'm taking the top of my, so like the frayed edges here, and I'm going to place them along the top so that we've got all of our right sides together. And I'm going to run this through the sewing machine. Now, like I said, I'm using an overlocker just purely for speed.
You
Look
look
at that.
You look like you've done that before, Sara.
Yeah, sewing machine family. So I've just whizzed that right along the top, which means we've got one of these so that we can thread our ribbon through, right? Now, you're going to need two of them, one for each side of the bag. So I'm going to take them, remember that golden rule I said, right sides together? I'm going to take the one I've just stitched. I'm going to take the one I did this morning. So I've done exactly the same. I'm going to put the two right sides together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go with that sewing machine again, all the way around the sides, along the bottom, and back up the top. Now, as we've worked out, I'm really good at talking, but not quite loud enough to talk over the sewing machine. When we did a practice this morning, we said, right, I better get this stitched together so that we don't have the sewing machine in the background. Can you see, I've just done that. So here's the little flaps that I had at the top, and we've gone all the way around the outside. Now, this would be pretty awesome as a bag at the moment, but let me show you this really cool technique, right?
You've only got a minute. You've only got a minute there, Sara, so off you go.
If you want to have these boxed off bottoms, all you're going to do is you're going to take these, you're going to pop your seams together at the edge. We're going to whiz that again along the sewing machine so that you get a boxed off bottom like this, so that when we turn this inside out, your whole bag has a base. If you want to watch me do the whole tutorial, just go and look me up on YouTube, Sara Davies Sewing or Sara Davies Sews, and you'll find all of these projects and loads of other upcycling that I've been doing.
You just put your drawstring cord through that channel at the top, pull that, and there's your bag. And you're saying use 100% cotton because you can wash it at high temperature?
Yes, so if you are doing them and donating them for the NHS workers to put their scrubs in, make sure you do have them edges nice and overlocked. 100% cotton fabric.
Brilliant.
So that it can go through the washer over and over and over again.
Brilliant. Helping the NHS again.
Yes, thank you, Sara. We'll put that on our website
love you
as
and
well.
leave you. We're out of time. Thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate it.